there have been videos, there are videos on YouTube showing you how to do this. And one of the guys who does it is really good. He's built two different kinds of adapters, lots of welding and dicking around, and I have no patience for that. Not interested at all. When I This here is a Workmate El Cheapo, probably 50 bucks 20 years ago. Worktop, very useful. These, like lugs here for clamping and so on, extremely useful. So I've used this for a lot of little projects, and it suddenly struck me I have these holes here um, that are perfect for the purpose that I want, which is to make this into a little bench grinder. So I walked around Canadian Tire for a while after I'd bought this, and there was a model sitting out. So I went and grabbed some bolts and tried it. The one I found that fit approximately is a 5/16 inch 18 UNC thread. So 5/16 here, 18 UNC thread, and this is 3 inch. I tried a 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, and it came up too short. It wouldn't work through here with this wing nut. The wing nut you need because you want to apply the pressure on the threads with, you don't want to reef the threads when you tighten it because they aren't a perfect fit. You just want to get a good grip. 3 or 4 threads in, it'll stop. That's fine. You leave it loose. You need this because, the washer helps it from, prevent it from coming through there, obviously. So mounting it is really trivial. You can see it right through there. Just line it up, give it a little twist. That's a little bit not as good as it should be, so I will do it again to get it in a few. There it goes. Okay, so it's going in. Oh, it's going in like quite a few turns, 4 or 5 turns, nicely lined up. Now just spin the wing nut. That's why the wing nut's there. You want to be able to put some pressure on this. You do not want to cross thread it. You're just ruining it then. What's the point? So get that approximately angled nicely. Good little bit of a reef on that, nice and tight. However, it does want to spin this way, like a yaw on an airplane and so on. So remember, it's still unplugged. So to fix the yaw, I need a clamp. Basic, bare bones, cheap $5 clamp. This one happens to be a Wolfcraft. I have no idea who that even is. Now it's going to be a bit tricky with this narrow. It's narrow because this is perfect for bench grinding tools. Really good, makes a nice platform. It's like it's all there. It's amazing. But to make this actually easier to work with when you've got something you're going to grind that's not small tool, that doesn't need to be angled, you tighten that nicely. Just spin these two. Get it? This one's a bit harder to get all the way to the end, but it is a good idea to do that. Locks it out, tightens this up really well. It's completely stable and solid now. Bring this down in. And all I'm really going to try to do is basically put a tiny bit of pressure on here to lock that bolt even tighter against everything. So we'll raise that up and then just give it a couple of twists. Now you notice it's moving very slightly. I'm not trying to snap anything. That would be insane. But it is absolutely solid now. It's not going to twist. It's not going to move in any dimension. There it is. That's a perfectly serviceable bench grinder. Now, sorry, I'm in a tight location here. This basement is not quite ready for prime time, but I wanted to show you this because I thought this was really cool. And it's so cheap, $2. I mean, take a cheap $39 angle grinder, and for $2 now you have a bench grinder that's not half bad. So when you switch it on, so here's the tricky part. It's meant to be, manipulated with a thumb. I can't get a thumb under there, obviously. So I'm just gonna move it forward, put the lock on, ta-da! So I can grind some stuff if I want. I don't have anything to grind. I'm a little unprepared. Oh boy. Well, okay, I don't have anything to grind, but I have ground today I ground my lawnmower blade nice and sharp. It was awesome when it was done. And all I did was I held it and I ran it along the edge here. And you have to hit the angle that it's already been ground to as best you can. This is curved, so it won't be perfect, but it'll be pretty good. And then you turn it over, and you're trying to knock the burr off as well. I mean, it's going to be a folded edge, and normally you'd use a sharpening steel, but it'll take you like 2 years to do that with a lawnmower blade, which has been really bent over. So anyway, so what you do is you just go over that side and then come back and just finish it off. And it's almost razor sharp. It's really nice. And it did a gorgeous job of the lawn. The first time my lawn is not, turning yellow right away because I've kicked the crap out of it. So that's a good thing. What else? That's probably about it. The only other thing you'll want to do, it's really inconvenient to keep switching that. If you're going to do a lot of bench grinding, like if you're going to do a project and just keep going back and forth, by the way, when you're done, unplug. There's no need to get anybody killed. Much easier just to put this into a switch box that you could sort of clamp on here or something, and then just flick the switch, and it's just like a real power tool, or a real table-based power tool. So anyway, $2. That's about as cheap as I have ever seen it done. And like I said, it is rock solid. And if I want to have a tool platform and do my sharpening, well, then that takes like, let me just get this going here. And I can get as close as I need to. For example, if I want to get that close, I'd be able to angle a tool against here and do really fine work, like a chisel, that sort of thing. You'd be able to angle it quite accurately down in here around the guard. So that's it. Actually, I might go and get one and just try it. Okay, I'm back. And this is about the only thing I could find that does need a bit of a sharpening touch-up. This is this is designed for a 3-pound hammer, which I do have. And if you want to be, moving some concrete around, this is a beauty. And it's got a pretty dull edge. I just put a tiny bit of an edge on it, no big deal. So we'll reach down here, plug it in, get it set up again. If only I had a switch set up. Ooh, that would be nice. Because then I would just go flick and it would be going, but I don't. Wait. Gloves. Before you grind, put on gloves. Safety glasses. Gloves and safety glasses. All right. So. I'm doing this partially because it's going to look really cool from the camera that's below, I think. All right, I want to get the angle right now, okay? So there we go. That looks about right. Almost. Yeah, it's pretty shiny, coming along. I'm not going to try to get it perfect, just a demo. Oh, bad uneven pressure. See, that might work well too. I'm freaking the camera out. I hope I'm not burning it. Oh, I just got a little shard in the eye. That's pretty good. It's not perfect, but the point being that what you're trying to do here is, obviously I have to learn how to sharpen tools, but the point being that it works great. It's a really good setup. Simple, dirt cheap, works reasonably well. Yeah, a good bench grinder is probably better, but a good bench grinder is not $150. This was $40. It didn't bog down even a little with that tool, and it certainly didn't with the lawnmower blade either. So you just get yourself some grinding wheels. This is the only one I have right now, but I have cutting discs. I have some the twisted wire wheels for cleaning. Useful tool. And that's it. $2. Buy the bolt.